searching for sunshine all my life and I found it. Been searching for sunshine all my life and I found it. I'm searching for sunshine all my life and I found it. I'm searching for sunshine all my life and I found it. Living life, sunshine, searching for sunshine all my life and I found it. Yeah.
Hello and welcome back to another edition of Community Speaks. I'm Martin McDonald, president of Peekskill NAACP. I want to thank you for watching in advance. We got an exciting show lined up for you. We've got a lot to cover. Different things going on in the community. We're taping currently. Today is election day. Congratulations to the winners. Sorry for the losers. Going forward, let's move forward together in Peekskill, working with the people that have been elected to represent all of the community, not just part of the community. It's been a tough season. It's just something about election time, and it brings out the best and the worst in people. It brings out the best and the worst in candidates. It's a time for hope. It's a time for change. It's a time to get involved and be activated. A lot of ideas, a lot of ideologies, a lot of issues, things that can be done better for our community and for the people in our community. It's an opportunity that is, as they would say, pregnant with possibilities, potential for great things to happen. And that's the good side about the involvement. I want to give a special shout out to our Civic Engagement Committee, our chair people, Mary Smith and Madeline Bass. You've done a tremendous job this season on behalf of the Peekskill NAACP, representing us and pushing forward our Keep It 1000 campaign, getting people involved. We registered over 30 people to vote, new voters in this election. We had over 280 pledges or more. At last count, it was 280. I'm not sure where we're at right now, but we wanted to get 1,000 people to vote in this campaign. We're well over 280, and I think that's a tremendous push. We got a lot more people that are coming out getting involved that weren't sure that they were going to get involved. We are today currently involved in a Ride to the Poll campaign where we're riding people up. We have a headquarters at Mount Lebanon Baptist Church where people are calling in saying that they need rides. People are calling to find out where the polling places are. And thanks to the efforts of Mary Smith and Madeline Bass, our co-chairs, and their team, they have a team of people working with them, and all of us in the NAACP, we're proud of you and the work that you're doing, and thank you for what has been done. Again, voting is a cornerstone. It's key for what we are trying to do with the NAACP in the Peekskill community, in this New York State, and in the nation as a whole. A lot of people not sure about the vote. And like I was saying, it's the best of times, the worst of times. We look at some of the things that are going on in the national arena, and it's almost like a joke. Are you really serious on what it's turning into entertainment? That's what someone said to me. It's more entertainment than it is really a process, and that's the bad side of it. And we are not strangers to that in Peekskill. I think that it has gone on far too long with some of the antics and some of the things that are going on in Peekskill on both sides. I can't say that I'm a Republican or a Democrat. I will not claim allegiance to either party for either reason, because I think both sides have points and both sides have some things that are just very unattractive in some of the political games that are being played. And they're not even political games. They're more like attacks, personal attacks, driven by fear. Driven by fear of loss of something. It's really, it can be bad. But the good news is that we have made it through this process. We are going to go forward with it. And just before taping and going on, I was reminded why we have to do what we need to do. There was an alleged incident of voter suppression, voter harassment with our campaign to get people to the polls and ride people to the polls. We were challenged on our trolley ride, and if whether or not our trolley driver had his proper license, if the vehicle was inspected, and we were almost stopped and asked and challenged, saying that we cannot do what we were doing. That says a lot. If somebody doesn't want you to vote, somebody doesn't want certain people to vote, somebody doesn't want us to help people to vote, and we're helping everybody. We are not aligned with any political party. We are encouraging all people to vote. We're not telling you who to vote for, just to get out and vote and be a part of the process. But apparently, somebody doesn't want people voting. You draw your own conclusions as to why people don't want you to vote. What is there that's keeping you from voting? That should motivate you even more. And it's not reverse psychology, it's determination, it's self-determination. You should determine for yourself that, yeah, because you're trying to hold me back, I'm going to want to do it even more. And that's the approach that we have to put back into our communities, back into society in a lot of areas. When people are trying to keep you from doing something, you have to find an inner resolve, an inner determination, an inner push that says, because you say I can't do it, now I really have to do it because you're trying to keep me from something that is important. Conformity, complacency, that's not where we need to be. And I've been on this soapbox too long, so we're going to continue with the show. We've got to get back to the show because, like I said, we got a lot to talk about. We got a Rock the Vote campaign footage. We want to show you some of that. We got an amazing event coming up in December. Our Health Committee Chair, Liz Phillips, is going to share something with us. And we have a treat for, from our Education Committee. Jackie Simpkins and myself, along with the Peekskill City School District, are working to get you an individual here. And once you hear from this individual, I am sure that you are going to want to be in the building when he comes to speak to us. So that's enough for me. Let's go to the show. Let's check out the footage. Here's what's happening. Community Speaks right here in Peekskill.
It's very important to get the young people who are in this room to come out and vote. Bring your friends out. This is your generation. They're calling you the millennials. This is your time to vote and make a difference. Because if you don't come out and vote, you're abrogating your responsibility of what happens in your community. You sit home, you don't vote, you don't register, you don't do any of those things. And next thing you know, you see a building going up next to your house and you don't know what the hell it's all about. And it could affect your property value, your family's property value, your quality of life. And you didn't have anything to say about it. This is serious stuff. This is what goes on all across the country. And it's going to go on in Peekskill if we don't take a stand. That is why I organized this with Andre and his mom, to get you guys out. All of you young folks coming in here. We need your participation. And your participation is your vote. And your vote affects your quality of life.
Listen, we come together for a little while to talk about the times we used to have. We even talk about the love we share. Do you remember? I do remember. Joe wrote this story just the other day. Well, be as it may, I think we heard it before. Somehow she sounded too familiar to me. Do you remember? I do remember. Well, be as it may. So glad that we came to play for a while. Well, be as it may. I'm so glad that we came to work things out. Yeah. So glad that we came to work things out and play for a little while. Yeah. Listen. My turn came to talk about our life. I told them all I'd write the song that make the world sing. Didn't mean a thing till time fell on the ones that made it all possible to feel the music in this song. Well, be as it may. So glad that we came to play for a while. Well, be as it may. Yeah. Come on, y'all. Put your hands together. Yeah. Listen. I remember when I used to wake up in the morning time, call a few friends to come and play for a little while. We were jamming to the night, till the morning came. Never get tired, never get tired of the music that we play. For a little while, yeah. For a little while. Guess it's true, I'm not good at a one-night stand, but I still need love, cause I'm just a man. These things never seem to go to plan. I don't want you to leave, won't you hold my hand? Or won't you stay with me? Cause you're all I need. This ain't love and it's clear to see. Oh darling, stay with me. Oh, 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 oh,
Thank you.
Got you right now, dude. Yeah. Most possess the potential. They just lack the essential utensils. But I drop gems, so you should use the jewels that I lend you. First off, forget all you were taught. There's a need. I believe I can help spark an original thought. Cause I create constant friction with my conscious diction, so you no longer have to be a contradiction. Just living to die. See, there's more to life before it passes, and the masses, they're not blind. They can see through their eyes. Their vision is just blurry. But no need to worry, cause I spit such descriptive scriptures that they paint perfect pictures. And once you better your vision, you can make better decisions to better your living. Cause my words give birth to revolutionary ideas and the thoughts of my peers. You're impregnated off the mere presence of my soul. I got that immaculate conception flow. I'm exceptional, but they fear me because I resemble my father. Brain of a scholar, heart of a martyr. See, my pops had a way with words. He used it to chase the girls. I'll use it to change the world. Because once my compassion is lit, nothing surpasses my passion to spit. It's enough to go around. No need to ration it. But see, I like to take a break from my story and recognize those that God called them before me. A moment of silence for those lost through unnecessary violence. Rest in peace to William Cooper especially. Murdered in cold blood by Apache County deputies. You were what most only pretend to be. And for that, I'm picking up where you left off. And for Malcolm and Martin King, I'm doing the same thing. But see, I'm not name dropping for the applause. I'm just trying to show you what you lost. They say I got some pretty big shoes to fill. They fit me just fine. And I ain't even hit my prime. Throughout time, they've been playing the same sad song. We ain't even call up and request it. They say the truth is hard to swallow and even harder to digest it. I learned you don't have to live it at all to die by the sword. And even a pawn has potential to become the most powerful piece on the board. It's just that many people are stuck in their ways, afraid to break a bill, because they can't handle change. I'm just trying to show you a way, not the path that I see fit, the one you pay for yourself once you learn it. But see, you got to beware of those trying to distract you with an illusion of truth. That's what illusionists do. See, some things can't be proven, so here's a pen and a pad. You draw your own conclusion. I got my philosophy, but they can't properly interpret my ideology. so they pass it off as arrogance. Please, don't get it confused like most do. I'm destined for greatness, it's so true. But then again, so are you.
Levees break and the waters run. When they turn away and say our time is done, we'll rise time and time again, survive. Dry our eyes and then we will stand hand in hand and rebuild this city. Rebuild this city. Fires blazed in days gone by, fortunes burned, lit up the Creole sky, but they will rise time and time again, survive. Dry their eyes and then they would stand hand in hand and rebuild this city. Rebuild this city. Raging waters rushing in, politicians, gale force winds, acts of God or corporate sins can't destroy this city. We'll rebuild this city. Flow and the oysters are sweet and the jazzmen blow down on Frenchman Street. Close your eyes and remember when it was goodbye. Dry your eyes and then take a stand, lend your hand and rebuild this city. Rebuild this city. Raging waters rushing in, politicians, gale force winds, acts of God or corporate sins can't destroy this city. We'll rebuild this city. Rebuild this city. Rebuild this city.
Yes, very good.
Hi, my name's Elizabeth Phillips, and I'm a member of the Peekskill branch NAACP, and I also serve as the chair for the Health Committee. That's one of the 5 game changers for the NAACP. So when it comes to health, lots of interesting things are happening, and our approach right now is really to kind of engage the community at large. We know that as people of color, there are many different things that can affect our health. Sometimes it's our family history, it's just genetics, but then it's also things within the environment. So we're looking at how we can, have much more of a control and much more of a knowledge base, grow our knowledge so that we can make some more informed choices. One of the things that we're looking to address is what we call a health disparity, which in plain language means that there are more issues related to health that impact people of color than our white counterparts. So that's a concern. We're wondering, what is it that we can do to improve our health individually and then collectively within our community? So it's all about well-being, and who wouldn't want that, to be better off in life? I mean, health, I think of it as, it's a way of life. And for me, I agree with you. It's not about, the fact that you went to the gym. It's not even just the fact that you saw your provider. But it's holistic. So holistic is really, having a wellness and a quality of life. That means spiritually, that means mentally, emotionally. When we think about health, we recognize that, our emotions, how I'm feeling. If I'm feeling very stressed, it's going to impact my health. And if I'm not feeling as healthy, I'm not going to be as productive at work or at school. So we see how health really ties into everything. One of the things that we look at, especially within the African American community, is knowing that we are balanced. And we talk about spiritual, we talk about physical, those are the things that we want to be able to kind of keep an awareness about, that we're in sync. So my hope is that people, because we all go through different seasons, that no matter whether you're a teen or if you are a seasoned older adult, that you'll always want to be able to select and seek to be well in all those areas of life. Okay. So here it is, probably about less than 60 days away. We're going to be hosting a forum called Hidden Diseases. And when I say we, it's Peekskill NAACP branch, but we don't do this alone. So I'm so excited that we are able to present this program, Hidden Diseases, focusing on HIV, hepatitis C, and sexually transmitted infections. And how we're doing that is that this is a collaborative. We have partnered with Hudson River Healthcare, which is the health center here in Peekskill. We're partnering with the Peekskill Area Pastors Association. So we have a lot of brothers and sisters in different houses of faith who want to be a part of this conversation. And we're also partnering with the Mount Olivet Baptist Church. They're hosting the event. So we will be, again, on Wednesday, December 2nd, we're going to have community dinner and dialogue. So this is what you need to know, community and congregations, about hepatitis C, HIV, and STIs. So this community dinner, our doors open at 6 p.m. and it will be a interactive program. So you'll be able to eat, you'll hear from different perspectives. It's conversation, and it's about being able to find out what's happening with HIV and AIDS now that's different than 10 years ago, how people are living. And again, it's a message of hope. You will hear from people who are also dealing with their struggles around hepatitis C, but it's important to know how people are living better. One of the things that I just learned is that baby boomers, and those are all of you who are born between the ages of 1945 and 1965, why is it that baby boomers are especially vulnerable to hepatitis C? You want to find out. So with that, I'm not going to give out too much information, but it's what congregations and communities need to know. Thank you so much for this time, Martin. This is a real, it's an amazing opportunity. And what's exciting is that it doesn't stop here. So by that, I am inviting all of you who are listening and who may be wondering about how you can get involved. Our health committee needs you. Again, this is work that we don't do alone. And what's important to know is that whether you have a little bit of time, whether you have a lot of different expertise, we're really just looking for people who want to lend a helping hand. So the health committee is open. We would be happy to receive you, and I would love for you just to be able to check it out. No time like the present to be able to get involved. Don't sit on the sidelines. You want to get in on this. So what I'd like to just share is that the program that we're hosting on December 2nd wouldn't be possible unless it was for the vision and the planning behind the New York State AIDS Institute Faith-Based Coalition. So we're thankful for their guidance and that they've invited us to partner with them and to bring this program here in Peekskill. We really want to be able to make sure that folks have an opportunity to reserve your seat for dinner. And the way that you sign up is simply by calling. The name that you want to write down is Liz Greenwood. And if you call this number, 1-800-692-8528, that's Liz Greenwood. She's waiting for your call, and that's how you can sign up for the Forum Hidden Diseases on Wednesday, December 2nd. See you there.
Every day I awaken to a new me. Have you seen the one from yesterday? Maybe somewhere in the sea of my mind. Every day I awaken to a new world, asking where the people go. Maybe somewhere in the chapters of my heart. But I just hope you stay right here, 'cause when you're gone, it pours. Look, I just wanna be real as humanly possible and unravel the mind, 'cause I know that it's proper to one voice in all hearts. Now that's unstoppable. Concern yourself with my ride, it's not logical. The same whispers you hear inside my guides slip down to the planet. A terror disguised as a different world, a different view, a different vibe. I felt the pain, I saw the light exposing. I can't believe that you think that I stay the same. Thought I told you it's all a play. And this field of light that you found me in is like an open stage. But I just hope you stay right here, 'cause when you're gone, it moves. Moving. From the moment I embraced it, I can feel it, I can taste it. All the beauty and the fragrance and the power. It's amazing, you know. I can't get enough. I can't get enough, it's true. I can't get enough. I can't get enough. All the magic in the moment, I can feel it, I'ma own it. All the power, it's amazing. She can feel it, she can taste it, you know. She can't get enough. She can't get enough, it's true. She can't get enough. She can't get enough, it's true. I'm gonna stay by your side. I can see the light. I'm gonna stay by your side. Feels like the safe way home. I'm gonna stay by your side. I can see the light. I'm gonna stay by your side. Can we be really free? Can we strive? Can we reap? Sow our love without greed. Our mission is action, remedy to disease. So what is black and what is white? Why do we hate? Why do we fight? We see depression, we see the ends. Our mission is action, remedy with our pins. So I'm back with the fist. Powers in a new gain. I sniped with the bishop. Intellects in a new range. Can I see hope in the ending of this box? Pandora's lid and she's pulling like socks as I breathe heavy smoke with the greed, the pain, the shame, the aim with agendas in another gain. Earth she's turning on axis on axis. Will we explode or crack under pressure? This world is cocooned in a monsoon. Hell raised hurricanes, Armageddon blowing up like balloons. So I'm waiting for the pop. Lightning struck that tower of the clock. There were double fire lines in the middle of the block. So I'm back to the future before the beat drops. Flux could pass the law we in. I'm chained to my flesh, but I'm jailed in sin. Meditate, control, 7 chakras of light. This is my world. I won't fall for the plight. So can we be really free?
Can we strive? Can we reap? Sow our love without greed. Our mission is passion, remedy to disease. So what is black and what is white? Why do we hate? Why do we fight? We see the Prussian, we see the ends. Our mission is action, remedy with our pens. God, level and bound as I stepped on stones while I was lost in the town. Meditated dreams disembarked from the crowd. 21 blasts in my nose, but it never made a sound. Sailing on these sands, it's a never-ending story. Lie buried in my DNA of Alexander's glory. Mandela vision in the flower of life. Continents of Africa, sacred geometry and strife. We build on this kingdom with rich spiritual tales, using cloak and dagger voodoo to split up ourselves. Rummy 500 with plenty players willing to trade. He stood with a noose around his neck, shuffling the deck of the game. They roared with swords and daggers on guns. They nuked on troops as they blocked out the sun. World War should have never been a vision to be won. If you kill a world to save yourself, what is the sum? Can we be really free? Can we strive? Can we reap? Sow our love without greed. Our mission is passion, remedy to disease. What is black and what is white? Why do we hate? Why do we fight? We see the pressure, we see the ends. Our mission is passion, remedy with our pens. What happened to humanity as it's sinking in insanity, crushing all our bones with the essence of our vanity, rain flooding like a tragedy, rushing overhead like a tragedy with many, many casualties. These words of loyalty sound like blasphemy, like shooting into the skies from the rocks of our calamity. Snakes still slither out the shedding of duality. Fruitful replenish the earth, but with disconnecting sexuality. 40 days, 40 nights, I feel I'm drifting from morality, but God arced the rainbow to the Garden of Eden in the hands of rationality. Can we be really free? Can we strive? Can we reap? Sow our love without greed. Our mission is passion, remedy to disease. What is black and what is white? Why do we hate? Why do we fight? We see the pressure, we see the ends. Our mission is action, remedy with our pens. All right. Wow.
Walking down that freedom highway. I'm walking down that freedom highway. I'm walking down that freedom highway. Taking my time, taking my time. 'Cause if you run, they get suspicious. If you run, they'll shoot you down. You've gotta walk with your head held high, and you'll be freedom bound. Walking down that freedom highway. I'm walking down that freedom highway. I'm walking down that freedom highway. Taking my time, taking my time, taking my time. If you fight, then they will beat you. If you fight, then you could die. You've got to stand and speak the truth, and you'll be freedom bound. Walking down that freedom highway. I'm walking down that freedom highway. I'm walking down that freedom highway. Taking my time, taking my time. taking my time, taking my time, taking my time, taking my time. One more time. Taking my time, taking my time.
Joining us now on the show's special segment here, we have a gentleman by the name of Mr. Charles Potter Sr. He's from Houston, Texas, and he is a gentleman that will be joining us here in the Peekskill area in December 9th, specifically, to tell us something that he's found out about and been working on for about 30 years now. Charles, you want to tell us a little bit about yourself and what you found out?
Yes, well, thank you first for having me. Well, in 1990, I'm a managing general agent for a very large insurance company here in the Houston area. In that particular year, they had a top producers convention in New Orleans, and on the agenda, the first item on the agenda was all managing general agents had to become certified college planners. That workshop and that process literally changed my life. But I found out at the workshop that there was a system, a process that had been around since 1965 that certain people were using, rich people, I mean extremely rich people, had been using to send their kids to college on financial aid. I didn't hear about it till 1990, and here we are in 2015, and we still don't know what's going on. I literally, when I left that workshop, I wasn't interested in insurance anymore. That's how profound it was. The gentleman who started the workshop started off by saying, I will show you how someone living in River Oaks, and River Oaks being one of the richest communities in the Houston area and the country, can get financial aid to send their kids to college easier than someone living in CUNY Homes, which is a federal housing project across the street from Texas Southern University. At first, I'm thinking, that's not possible. How could that be? My oldest daughter had went to Prairie View A&M, and I went to the financial aid office and gave the young lady the student aid report, and she didn't open it up, and she just said, oh, you made too much money to get financial aid. So here I am a year later, and this man is telling me rich people getting financial aid. Well, I sat there and I learned. The more I learned, the more I wanted to know, and he didn't leave anything out. But what I found out was this was not a complicated process. It's just something that had not been taught to the masses. Certain people knew, and people who knew this particular gentleman, at that time he was getting $2,100 per consultation in 1990. But if it meant that your son or daughter ended up going to Harvard, Yale, Princeton, or Duke, and you didn't pay a dime, you had no problem in giving him $2,100. Fast forwarding all the way up to now, I go out to different places and I find individuals really in a state of despair. They're doing everything they can to educate their child, but they don't know what they're doing. And we as parents, myself included, at some point leave all of this up to the schools. But that's not what this process taught. It taught that parents had to be involved. The parent had to know what they were doing. And that's what they did. They taught the parents exactly what to do and when to start doing it. And what was amazing to me, they wanted parents to start their kids in this preparation process in the 3rd grade. The 3rd grade.
Wow.
They were actually doing SAT preparation in the 3rd grade. And then we used to wonder, well, wait a minute, how could they score so high on the SAT? Well, shoot, if you've been practicing since the 3rd grade, you are going to score high. And so I just took it upon myself to disseminate this process and this information to as many people as I humanly possible could do. And that's what we're trying to do now, and that's why I'm coming up there to bring this to you. I will teach you, number one, the answer to the question of why are you going to college. I know you think you already know the answer to that, but you're going to find that there is another answer that's very profound, and this is what these folk are teaching their kids, like I said, starting in the 3rd grade. You're going to learn what the financial aid formula is. And after you learn the financial aid formula, you're going to find that choice of school is the most important part of the process. When was the last time your child came home and told you someone gave them a course on how to choose a school? I very seldom hear anybody respond to that question. Oh, my son told me that yesterday. No, I've never heard anyone tell me that, because for the most part, it's not done. The most important part of the process is the school you choose. So, when you look at the financial aid formula, which is very simple, and this formula has been around since 1965, cost of attendance minus expected family contribution equals financial need. So when you fill out that so-called application, it's not an application, it's just a form for demonstrating need, but nobody thought to tell you. Cost of attendance is determined by the school you choose, but your child doesn't know how to choose. So you don't know how to choose, you don't know what the financial aid formula is, you definitely don't know what your expected family contribution is, yet you're filling out this form and thinking that I've got this done. I don't make much money, so I know I'm going to get financial aid. Lack of money does not automatically guarantee you financial aid.
Yeah, I think that's a common mistake there, Charles. Yeah, you're saying quite a bit, because speaking from experience on my end, yeah, we do tend to leave a lot of this up to the kids. Once they get in high school, they seem to know more than us as parents, and they go through the process and they just come home and tell us to fill out the financial aid, the FAFSA form, and we go ahead doing it thinking that we're going to get something out of it. But you're saying that that's not the way that we should approach this.
No, first of all, this is not the school's child you're dealing with here. It's not the superintendent's child. It's not the school district's child. It's your child. And you need to prepare yourself just like you prepared yourself to do whatever job you're doing now. You have to prepare yourself to be the best counselor your child ever had. The system is failing because parents are being left out of the curve. Yes, programs after school and everything you hear. Oh, we have this excellent program for these kids, and we're going to do this, and we're going to do that. They never say we have a program for the parent. Parent doesn't know. Parent doesn't know. But the final analysis is this. The child is going to go back home to that parent. And unfortunately, sometimes the child thinks, I know more than my mom. I know more than my daddy. You don't know what you're talking about, mom. And so now parents let students, adolescents, make adult decisions. So now the counselor is asking the student, what school do you want to go to? And I guess divine intervention just honed in on that child and told them exactly what school was going to meet their needs, both academically as well as financially. I don't think so. So consequently, a serious situation is at hand. You make a wrong decision in school selection now, it can cost your child $100,000 worth of debt that will not get paid and will follow them the rest of their natural life.
Yeah.
This is how we create the new indentured servant. How do you get a professional person, college trained, to work for pennies? Put them in a bunch of debt before they even get the first paycheck. When they know that their credit's going to be ruined, they're not going to get their income tax return. All kinds of things happen. Every time they buy something, they have to pay the largest interest rate. at least the highest interest rate. You must learn this system. And I can't wait to get up there and share with you. Matter of fact, this little bit that I've talked about is just a little bit, because it's only step number 3 that I'm concentrating on tonight. But there are actually 12 steps. So there's a whole lot more. And I don't know how much time you got tonight, but I just can't wait to get there to tell you the rest of the story.
Yeah, we're excited too. We can't wait to get you here, and we don't want you to tell them too much. I think you've piqued their interest. They've got to be intrigued. They've got to be curious, and they've got to be really, really listening closely, because you've touched on a lot of things here. But I got to ask you, who should be at this workshop? We're doing it on December 9th here in the Peekskill City School District. Location to be determined soon, but who should be here, Charles?
Any parent, responsible adult, whoever's taking an interest in that child, just keep in mind, however, this is not your typical scholarship college event to where you roll up to the school, drop the kid off, send them in there, and then you come back and get them. It's not that kind of party.
Now, is there a specific age group? Is there an age group or grade level?
Starting from the 3rd grade.
Okay.
3rd through the 12th grade. If you have a child in the 3rd grade through the 12th grade, you need to be there. Any responsible adult. It can be the grandparent, auntie, whoever's concerned about that child needs to be present. This is a parental empowerment program. You have to be there.
Wow, I like that. Mr. Potter, I want to thank you for taking the time to share with us. We're looking forward to having you here on December 9th, and can't wait to get this information out to the people, because we need it. We need to empower our people and empower our parents.
I'll be so happy to be there. You don't know, I'm looking forward to this more than Christmas.
All right. Thank you much, brother. See you soon.
All right, then. Thank you, Martin. Bye-bye.
So come on, tell me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy
I said, tell me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy.
Well, why don't y'all tell me what democracy looks like?
This is what democracy.
I said, tell me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
The name of our crew is Irresponsible. This is my man 3D. Without a doubt, he has a story. 3, tell him about yourself.
Listen. Before I even say a word up here, I just want to give thanks to the Most High, because I wouldn't be here today to be able to do this for y'all.
That's right.
I'm here with my big cousin, you know what I'm saying, SB. My name is 3D, Irresponsible. We started a movement called Hip Hop Against Cancer. I just got out the hospital last month, and I was in there for 5 weeks, fighting the big C again. Came back to try to take my life again. So I gotta give it up to the Most High before I do anything first. Alright? And you know what kept me going? It's that spirit. That's the first song we're gonna kick for y'all. The spirit.
So hallelujah.
Kids, hear this. Woke up this morning in a state of bliss. Buttered my toast, scrambled eggs and grits. Set my grace, thank you Jesus. OJ and coffee, new day, new mish. Thinking of a way my fam could benefit. Living the good life. Can you feel the spirit? Positive vibes, my life's enriched. Hey, I feel good, I'm about to come up, homie. They always told me I would never be much, homie. But when they front on me and give up on me, I'm going overdrive. I'm popping clutch, homie. I got the spirit, I'm hot. I can't be stopped, blocked, but not headed straight for the top. It's the SPIRIT. The spirit inside me operating correctly. Go, yo,
take a breath and lose your frustrations. Feel the spirit, here's an invitation to my peoples from every nation. Good vibrations, join the celebration. That spirit flowing like fountains. Cause impossible, we can move mountains. Experience gave us these lyrics. Nothing can stop us, I'm blessed with that spirit. Look, ma, I'm dancing. I feel like a giant in a land full of answers. I'm on a spiritual high. I recognize the devil. I know he's a lie. So I step to a rhythm. The praise I'm giving. Could have been dead, insane, or in prison. Could have been in my grave, but I'm living the good life.
that's right.
I got a pocket full of sunshine. I'm spreading around. I'm happy as a clown, no need to frown, cause I'm dressed with that get down to make you get up. Fix is rich, that's good that they can't take away, couldn't give it, so you know they got no claim. It's the S-P-I-R-I-T, the spirit inside me operating correctly. Yo, take a breath, let loose your frustrations. Feel the spirit, here's an invitation to my peoples from every nation. Good vibrations, join the celebration. That spirit flowing like fountains. Nothing's impossible, we can move mountains. Experience gave us these lyrics, nothing can stop us, I'm blessed with that spirit. Be about the kids, making it safe for the kids out there. Cause out there too many bad things is happening, and they getting hurt. What's that? Gunshots, no doubt. Time to put the kids in the house. Tell them hit the deck and stay down. Cause these kids stay wildin' out. And bullets ain't got no name. These kids got no aim. Turn the front page. Story reads another kid slain. Wrong time, wrong place. Come on. But nowadays cats act type savage. Talk up a cloud and collateral damage. Kill our youth, don't need your symmetry. We need controls to protect our children. You say controls will encroach on our liberty. But what good is liberty? We can't find simile. What? The bullets go astray. Time to put the guns away and let the kids play. Yo, they going blah blah with their pistol. Let the kids play. You better stay away from the gun spray. Know what they do? While they shooting other crews, they take the innocent too. Let the kids play. They shouldn't have to stay in the house to feel safe. Yo, self-destruction. Young bucks be bucking. They got the tray ain't tucked in. Finna start some ruckus. Put away the guns. Kids wanna have fun. Funerals, not another mom burying her sons. Tears in her eyes and she cries, oh my. Why another young black youth gotta die? It's a crisis, the death toll rises. Can't you see that life is so priceless? Murder, it's insanity. Blood is thicker than water, we all family. I'm yelling ceasefire, you holler more fire. But what about that kid caught in the crossfire? The bullets go astray, please put the guns away and let the kids play. Yo, they going rah rah with the pistol. Let the kids play. You better stay away from the guns. Yeah. Know what they do? While they shooting other crews, they take the innocent home. Let the kids play. They shouldn't have to stay in the house to feel safe. Yeah. Come on. No justice. You see, we rap about political stuff. No justice. Yo, justice, no peace, take it to the streets. Modern day MLK, turn the right cheek. They wanna oppress with violence, they protest. We give no rest, come with peaceful protest. Everywhere worldwide, they say the brothers good. Let's unite and fight like Muslim Brotherhood. I seen it in the news out in Cairo. In the streets, setting fires like pyros. Shining like diamonds, 20 carats. Don't get embarrassed, resign like Mubarak. Serious busy thing, no time for laughing. For the cause of God, my brain blasting. Put my fist in the air, I shout freedom. Trying to bring democracy to my kingdom. Revolution's the solution for a little peace. In the world, set it off in the Middle East. No justice, no peace, take it to the streets. Modern day MLK, turn the right cheek. They want to oppress with violence, they protest. We give no rest, we go with peaceful protest. No justice, no peace, take it to the streets. Modern day MLK, turn the right cheek. They want to oppress with violence, they protest. We give no rest, we come with peaceful protest. Peekskill, you know what I'm saying? Irresponsible. Support hip-hop against cancer. Hey, say what does democracy look like? Here's what democracy. I said, tell me what democracy looks like. I said, tell me what democracy looks like. Tell me what democracy looks like.
Well, okay. I want to thank you for watching this episode of Community Speaks. Hope you've enjoyed it. Hope you got a lot out of it. I want to remind you that we meet every fourth Tuesday of the month, different locations. Follow us on Facebook if you want to find out where we're at for our next meeting on November the 24th, 7:30 p.m. You can go to our Facebook page, that is Peekskill NAACP, or you can shoot us an email at peekskillnaacp@gmail.com. I want you to join us, I want you to follow us. See you next time on Community Speaks. Thanks for watching.
Been searching for sunshine all my life and I found it. Been searching for sunshine all my life and I found it. I'm searching for sunshine all my life.